So you want to train aerial silks, aerial hammock, or aerial yoga at your home. I have the perfect beginner's silks for you. I was gifted these aerial silks by the brand in exchange for my honest review. So let's check it out. This is everything the kit comes with. You get the silks, a little guide, a rescue 8, 2 carabiners, 1 swivel, and some daisy chains. Now, even though you can set this up as a hammock, I train silks, that's what I do. So we're gonna go step by step how to set this up. The first thing you're gonna wanna do when setting up the silks is lay them out so the silks are even. Now, the ends of these silks are zip tied, so I already have a good place to grab them so I can lie them out perfectly. Now, once you know your silks are even, you can grab from the middle and get your rescue 8. I put the silks together through the bottom of the rescue 8. And mine is not perfect, but this is what the back should look like, and this is what the front should look like. And don't worry, if the tails of your silks end up a little uneven, that's okay. Now, once you have your silks set up, we can get them ready to hang. So I just twist the red piece of the carabiner down until the carabiner can open and close. Hook it on the silks. Now, it's important to note that you have a safe space where you can clip the silks onto. It doesn't have to be a large apparatus like this. It can be a beam on the ceiling. Just know that it should be able to handle up to over a ton of weight, because even if the person who is on the silks is light, even if it's a child, the moment that child starts to drop or bounce around on the silks, it adds a lot of weight. You also want to make sure that your carabiner is locked and it won't just clip open. It's also important to train with a safety mat underneath you, no matter what your level, especially when you're using a new apparatus. It's better to be safe than sorry. Before I start my practice, I can remove these zip ties. Now, if I had more height, I would use these daisy chains to either wrap around the beam to hold the silks up, or just use them to give the silks more length. I don't really need it. I'm good to go. So how do these silks feel in my hands? I want to say, for starters, I take classes at a lot of different studios, and the feel of these silks is just as good as all the professional grade silks I've felt before. The material feels good, solid. It is stretchy, which is great because you're not going to feel like a shock if you choose to drop in them or anything like that. So far, so good. If you're new to aerial silks, besides learning tricks in them, they're just a great way to get stronger. You can use them for a host of different strengthening exercises like pull-ups. You can even use them to practice going upside down. And once you start becoming more familiar with the silks, there's just so many different shapes and poses you can make. And let's remember, I don't have a lot of height here, and look at all the extra tail I have. These silks can be hung a few feet higher than this. And if you weren't sure how to use them, there's loads of tutorials on YouTube. The instructions for rigging the silks are great. If you wanted to turn your silks into a hammock, you'd be able to do that as well. Unfortunately, there's really not a clear guide on how to do that in this booklet. But once again, there are tutorials online. However, one thing I like to do to get that hammock aerial yoga practice in is just tie a knot into the aerial silks myself. That way, if you want to practice going upside down with a little more support, you'll be able to. So listen, you guys, I'm loving the beautiful purple color of these, and they come with all the necessary equipment. So I'm definitely going to recommend this for you for your aerial silks journey.